Alright, cool. Alright, so the first deck list, we have YuGiOh, who's actually won one of the tourneys before, playing the Snake Eye Fire King deck. Now his list is interesting because they play Circle in the list, they play 3 Snake Eye Ash, they play Oak, they play 3 Kieran, 2 Populous, the Dramatic Chase, only 1 Sanctuary. I feel like this list gets destroyed by a hand trap. Like slaughtered. We do play 14 non-engine, which is nice. 1 Phoenix, Silent Graveyard. Okay. Extra deck. I wish it was organized, like an order, so it's like easier to look at. I think the extra deck's okay. There's no Heat Soul. That's one thing. But I think that's the only thing. Alright. On to the next list. No Barong is crazy. Yeah, I like Barong. But, I mean, you don't like have to play it. You could also play a little bit differently. But they're playing 3 Snake Eye Ash and Oak. So I feel like they're trying to full combo every game. So I feel like then they would want it. But, okay, now we got a tier list. 2 Talents, 1 Fenrir, Pressured Planet, 3 King Sarcophagus, so plays a big Horus package. Has that in the side for the Super Poly. Okay, I mean, you know, this isn't anything crazy. Nothing new. But, next list. Okay, so I also had a number right here, 1 through 5. I was gonna let 5 semi-whack decks into the tournament. This was definitely one of them. I looked at this deck list, I was like, ugh. But like Transaction Rollback and Iron Thunderhammer actually work in the deck like so well. Because pay half your life points. So like, these cards actually work like so well in this deck. It's actually crazy. Especially Transaction Rollback. I don't know. Is it the goo? Probably not. Like the 1 Foolish Barrel of Goods, the 2 Prosperity, 2 Nib, 1 Trap Trick. Probably not the goo, but you know, it's not horrible. It's not horrible. Well, at least like those cards like could be cool in that deck. Okay, next list we have a Fire King Snake Eye deck. Once again, 3 Ash, plays the Ring Bali, 2 Populous, 2 Island, 3 Sanctuary, Econ, Super Poly, Ash. Not having like monster hand traps is also a little bit wild. Just because you can't destroy them with Island to potentially get somewhere. Even though if you do destroy them with Island, you don't get this. Also playing 2 Garunics, you could definitely just play one of it. Scattershot, yeah, Kieran. We actually played the other Kieran, that's crazy. Lancia, Super Poly, yeah, Mud Dragon, Garua, Hida, Dark Charmer, 2 Princess, XYZ. Yeah, the other person didn't play XYZ. I just realized that, but they were only playing 1 Sanctuary, like 2 Island. It didn't seem like they really cared about the Fire King stuff that much. But then they played 3 Kieran, which is weird. I guess it like protects from Imperm a little bit on Snake Eye Ash. Okay, next list we got Bruh on Poke. Definitely a tier list. So, okay, 1 Grief, 2 Fenrir. Okay, so we lost Kelbeck Agito, Skill Drain on the side, big bodies, only 2 King of the Swamp. Okay. Meta Noise, but plays Mally Denier now. They didn't play this before, but after the ban list, they put this in. That's interesting. I thought people would have gone the opposite direction, taking Mally out of the deck. But now we have Labyrinth. Yeah, with the Backjack, the Labyrinth setup, Butler, Karma Cannon. Okay. 2 Lady, like full. This is more like trap lab. I mean, there are furniture, but there are a good amount of traps with Backjack in it. And then they're not playing Unchained stuff. And then 1 Muckraker. I guess we don't play the pots, so you don't have to play multiples of like anything. Okay, next list, Burrito Man. We have Fire King, Snake Eye, play Circle, Island 3. Yeah, this is pretty much like the one list that was there before. I bet you they worked on it together. It looks like the exact same list, except they play 2 Sanctuary. Yeah, it's literally the exact same list, but they play 2 Sanctuary, so they definitely worked on it together. I don't know. Doesn't seem that great to cut down on that stuff. Seems like that's what lets you actually play through hand traps. I feel like the Snake Eyes don't actually let you play through hand traps that much. But Droll, Ash, Imperm, Fenrir for some non-engine, Prosperity, Foolish, E-Telly, only 2 Qinglong. I guess we do play like extra consistency with Prosperity, Foolish, E-Telly. And then we have the FTK. I don't know. This doesn't seem real, right? Like, if it goes first, sure, but it doesn't seem real. Like, if it goes second, it has very little going second cards, and its engine also just sucks going second. It can be stopped pretty easily. I guess it plays through Princess decently well, though. I don't know. I don't know. This is the person who won the tournament. We got Rescue Ace, Droll, Super Poly Ash, Imperm, 2 Prosperity, Impulse. Okay, 2 Preventer, 1 of each. Bonfire, Populous. Okay. I mean, you can definitely afford to cut down on this because Bonfire, 3 Wanted, Black Witch, you know, these are all starters too. They don't play Subversion in the deck though anywhere. So I wonder how many times they came up going second where they drew like multiple pieces of this and just like wanted another thing to go for. Then yeah, Bell in the side deck. A lot of people side decking Bell. Ready for Labyrinth, Mud Dragon, Garula, Sky Crisis, Access Code, you know, Raging Phoenix, World Seed, Double SP. Okay, next list we got Floweye Drown. Beatrice, you guaranteed hit since you can't mill 10 anymore. I mean, I know that, but like, it's harder to get to Beatrice because it's harder to get the initial mills off. Then you have like bad cards in your hand, but I mean, they work with Sharon, but you know, you can't get the mills off as much, so you're not getting Solic as often. But Ash, Imperm, Phantasmi in the main deck. Yeah, I mean, sure, your engine is hand traps if you can get to it. You know, Butler, all those, Transaction Rollback at 3, it's a really good discard. And then playing the Unchained stuff, Chaos Hunter, Soul Release. Yeah, Soul Release is pretty nice. And then we don't play any of the pots in our deck. So if we don't play any of the pots in our deck, why is our extra deck built like this? I feel like maybe we could have built it a little bit differently. I don't know, I feel like 3 Soul Rage, there's like no shot that comes up. Yeah, I feel like there's like almost no shot that the third one comes up in this. And then we have Happy Pills. They played, okay. Yeah, nothing to really go over in this deck. This deck just hasn't changed. Alright, next one. Got Hardcore level. Vanquish Soul. Yeah, this deck isn't that good. We got Small World with Kaiju, Prosperity, Durendal. Yeah, it doesn't play too many extra consistency cards. But 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. At least somewhat count as going second. Then, okay, this wasn't the only Vanquish Soul either. There was one more. There was 2 Vanquish Soul in the tournament. Then we have Branded Despia playing like the fusion build. Yeah, not very good. Yeah, there's just nothing to say. Like, this deck just can't go second. Like, you have 2 going, like, I guess 5 going second cards in your deck. You have 1 allure. Yeah, oh god, no. Oh god, no. Then Labyrinth, 2 DDG, 2 Tears of Overroot, playing that. The Backjack, Transaction Rollback. Eradicator, Bell on the side, you know, prepared for a mirror match. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going over these lists pretty quick. I mean, we're not even halfway through yet. There's a good amount of lists. And then here's the next list. Wait. Was it the next list? I think that was. I think they just played like the exact same list. Okay, and then we have Goblins. Yeah, I don't think this deck made it past round 1. But gosh, this deck, I mean, playing like this small of an engine does seem kind of cool. You just play like other level 3s that work with it. But yeah, you got this to FTK the opponent game 2, game 3 with the Beatrice, because you can make you can use this to make their levels combine to Beatrice them. You got I Love Beer, who won the last tournament, playing this deck. 3 Veiler, Gamma, Ash, Bell, Moonlit. Gosh, the main deck Bell. Magma, Druid Worm. Side decks Dispatter for going first. That is a wild statement. It is wild. I guess you just side out Sky Crisis when you go first. Sure, but gosh, that takes away from your Orlando Mega Play game 1. Alright, Sekka's Light. This card does hurt a little bit. Sekka doesn't work in this deck. You can't use Pens if you use Sekka. Well, you use your Pendulum and then you Sekka afterwards. You don't Sekka's Light first, you do the other stuff first. Yeah, I mean, that stuff was like, how does Beyond ever come up? Well, I'd have to go, okay, well, let me go back to the deck list real quick. Alright, so you can go summon this. So you can go with Prodigy, Boom, Boom, Banky, Search, Summon, Beyond the Pendulum, go Search. And then you just Pendulum Summon, and then you're not really locked anymore. There's probably a different way to do it that's better. You mean Sekka's Light? Denko's Sekka. Yeah, Sekka's Light. Obviously, this card doesn't affect your deck. This card, yeah, I was talking about this card. Yeah, that card was theorized back when people actually tried playing the deck. Okay, now we have a Fire King Snake Eye. Why is everyone playing 3 Snake Eye Ash? Am I just behind? Nah, there's no shot. It's like, this card's good, but nah, there's no shot you want that many of it in your deck. They play Betrayal, Dramatic Chase. Like, their engine's strong going second, but there's also going to be a lot of hands where, like, you're not playing through stuff. Yeah, I think it's going to be as simple as that. Like, you're just going to have a lot of awkward hands in this deck because you play, like, a very high Snake Eye package. I'm surprised OCG even plays as big of a Snake Eye package that they do, especially in a Max C format. But I guess it makes a little bit more sense in a Max C format, because, like, then you have a turn 2 play that's a little bit better. Okay, yeah, this is just... next one. Actually, I clicked the same one. Deck not found. That's crazy. Oh, wait, that's because they didn't even play in the tournament. That's right. They ended up leaving. But we have the World Chalice Runic deck. It's actually crazy. Leon said, hold on. I'm actually curious. I want to check something. Tourneys. Where did Leon make it? They lost the first. Yeah, Leon was confident that he was going to win this tournament. He was confident. I don't know if I'd be super confident with this deck, though. But on to the next list. We have a Silence Force list. Okay, Pre-Prep, Super Polydroll, Ash, Bell, Diviner, Nether Servant, 2, 3, 3. Yeah, the Tiaras. Alright, nothing crazy about this list. I guess they don't play Odd Eyes. I guess that's one thing that's different. Which, I don't know, I feel like you should probably play Odd Eyes. Like, I don't know, there's definitely hands where you want to go for it, because you're going to get to this anyways off this. It's like 2 card combo hands too. And then also the Odd Eyes searching the Ritual Spell for follow is kind of sick. What is this for? I guess like big welcome, but I don't know. It doesn't really work that much because like if you hit big welcome, big welcome is like probably still an interruption, and also they could chain another trap. So if you go night beam, target big welcome, they could go like chain another trap and then chain the trap. That's like a way to dodge it, but interesting. Yeah, a lot of the extract doesn't really matter. It's just like Natty Servant stuff. Dogmatica stuff, I should say. Okay, and then Lab, we're playing Rumple. First list we've seen playing Rumple. Not a lot of people playing this card. Yeah, this card may have been overhyped, potentially. I still haven't tested Lab. Okay, next list. We got Frayed Bang. Econ, Super Volley, Ash. Okay, yeah, they worked on the list with the person from earlier because it's the exact same list. Okay. Next list, Dark Destroyer. Playing the Snake Eye deck, the pure version. Alright, 3 Droll, 3 Ash, 3 Imperm, 3 Nib, 3 Talons, Called by. Soul Release Bell, Crossout, Subversion. Yeah, Assemble, Downward, Zeus. Yeah, the deck has a lot of level 1s to get into that. Alright, doesn't play. Yeah, I guess if you play this stuff, you can't really afford the Zelanta stuff. Which does suck a little bit, but their deck also isn't like a true fire deck. Well, I guess it kind of is, but I don't know. Like, you're just gonna go Princess Summon back Flame Burge all the time. Soul Release in the main, Thrust, Talons, Lightning Storm, so playing that package. 3 Snake Eye Ash, Oak, 2 Populous, 3 Island, 3 Sanctuary. Okay, that's definitely gotta conflict a bunch. Cause I've tried out even just like 3 Sanctuary, 2 Island, and it's conflicted a bunch. But I don't know. I mean, these cards are good. 2 Garunics. Nah. This list is behind. And they got 1/1. I believe in them though. They're testing. We'll get them to a better deck list soon. This is the second place deck list. We got 3 Veiler, 3 Imperm, 3 Ash, 3 Super Poly, Talents, Prosperity, 1 Impulse. Do they play head? They do not play Headquarters. Okay, 2 Bonfire, 1 Populous. Yeah, I mean, you know, this is just like an extra copy of this. It's like 6 copies of this almost. But then, you know, this is like an extender. This card's also pretty good. You can put that back for the original Sinful 2. You can put back Snake Eye or Diabolister. 1 extra Impulse in the side deck. 1 copy of Nib. The next list got Mijenko. The amount of times I got OTK'd by Equamax, Tang World Chalice monsters. God, kind of crazy because nowadays, like, World Chalice players are just playing Runic cards. Oh, wait. Was it even World Chalice that played that card? Wasn't it? It was like Crusadia that was OTK'd with that. Ash, Imperm, Rumple, Transaction, Rollback. Okay. Like, full committing. Nah, you can't play this list. There's no shot, right? Because, like, you're trying to use these to make, like, these in the hand traps. But then, like, you're going to have a lot of time where those, like, aren't going to be super great hand traps. I don't know. I don't like the shufflers right now either. I mean, they're good. I don't know. Maybe they're worth playing. They are pretty good. They are pretty good. But maybe you want to play something different. I feel like the Unchained stuff should probably be played. Maybe it shouldn't. No. I probably should. Probably should be played. Also will help you against Bell some too. Then we got Misplay, Ash, Imperm, Nib, Unchained stuff. Hey, there we go. And we got this. This is literally like the last list except took out the shufflers for the Unchained stuff. Impulse, Fire Attacker. Yes, this stuff is so good in the side deck of this deck. You have so much engine that can become hand traps. So like Impulse and the Fire Attacker just helps that a lot. Oh, they only play 1 Butler too. Okay, that's a little bit wild, but yeah, this package I feel like needs to be splashed more and more decks. Like, tier players aren't side decking this. I don't know. It's kind of sick in tier. It's kind of sick in tier and in lab. Like, you can use it so well. We got New Blood. Load, 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 load. Actually, I don't even care about this deck list. Just don't load. Alright. Droll, Ash, Imperm, Shifter. I already knew what list it was. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna let Vanquish show into the next tournament. I think this deck is just proven over the last 2 tournaments that the deck is just, it's simply so far behind the other decks, it's insane. They also play like, wow, how do they not brick? That's crazy. They don't play Small World or anything. Okay, on to the next deck. We have VFD Pass, which is playing Brigade, Fire King, 3 Sanctuary, 2 Island. Okay, so they're just literally not playing any new cards. They're just playing like a current thing. Yeah, I mean, the deck's cool. The deck's cool. I like how the Brigades work with these cards. You can like Garunix, destroy kit, and then get kit effect, which gets you to Brigade stuff. I think that interaction's cool. But I don't know. It's not like the greatest. You can banish these if you want to, bring them back with Revolt. Okay, on to Orcust best deck. We got Droll, Ash, Imperm, Droplet, Anti-Spell. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is just Sword Soul. I'm trying to see if there's anything crazy in it. I mean, 2 Vessel, 2 Circle. It's wild how people are still doing that like 2 years later. And we have, this is the Orcust player right here. We got Ash, Imperm, a few Bestials, Talons, Fenrir, double Regained. Do you even need 2 Regained in this deck? Probably not. 1/1/1, 2/2, 3 spells and traps. The Horus package also plays the Blessing in it though. Zombie Vampire, double Ding. Oh, I guess it's also cool. You can make Ding with these cards. Like just boop. And then that gives you an Orcust to make Galatea with. That's cool. That's cool. So I guess this is like practically like a 1-card Galatea, but you won't have anything banished off of it. Just if you've already gone through Engine, you can use that to try to get back to it. And then the last list is Purrely. 3 Ash, 3 Imprint, 3 Shifter, 3 Nib, 3 Dark Ruler, 3 Prosperity, 3 Purrely. Oh, I was about to say, I feel like we would have had to cut down on something, but yep, we did have to cut down on something. We did indeed have to cut down on 1 Engine card. Sleepy down to 2. Gosh, Purrely is just not a good cat. It's not a good cat anymore. It's starting to turn to the dark side. Fissure, Droll. You know, a few rank 1s, Downer. You know, Link 1, SP. Yeah, I guess the Charmers aren't really that crazy in this deck compared to the other decks, because the other decks are just using Charmer to get the Princess. But, okay, yeah, it's going to be all the decks right there.